Sunny had been sitting on Ellen's feet for 5 days. Not beside them, not near them. On them, the full weight of a 62-pound golden retriever settled over Ellen's right foot in particular, and she would not move, not for dinner, not for the neighbor's cat at the window, not for the sound of the mailbox at 2 in the afternoon. Hello and welcome to U.S. Loyal Stories. I'm Scott. Every story we share is real. Ellen Marsh noticed. She also had an explanation ready. Ellen is 58 years old. She has taught high school English in Franklin, Tennessee for 23 years. She and Sunny, her 6-year-old golden retriever, have lived alone together since Ellen's youngest left for college 3 years ago. Sunny is a steady dog, affectionate but not clingy. She has a favorite spot near the back window where she watches the yard in the morning, and a specific way of announcing that she wants a walk. She retrieves her leash herself and sits with it in her mouth in the middle of the kitchen until Ellen responds. This is not a dog that sits on feet. Ellen had just switched prep periods at school. Her schedule now ran later. She was getting home at 5:30 instead of 3 and eating dinner at 7 instead of 5. She had also started a new diet in January. Lower carbohydrates, less bread, more structured eating, which in practice meant less regular eating. Everything had shifted slightly. Of course, Sunny was adjusting. Day 1, Sunny pressed herself against Ellen's leg while she graded papers at the kitchen table. Ellen reached down and scratched her ear. Normal. Day 2, Sunny sat fully on Ellen's right foot for 40 minutes and would not move for dinner. Ellen moved the bowl to her. Sunny ate but returned immediately to the foot. Day 3, Ellen stood up to answer the phone. Sunny followed and immediately sat on her feet again the moment Ellen stopped walking. Ellen told her sister on the phone, Sunny has gotten extremely needy since I changed my schedule. She probably thinks I've abandoned her. Day 4, the behavior intensified. Sunny began resting her head in Ellen's lap and staring at her. Not sleepily, not asking for attention, just watching Ellen's face, specific and sustained. The way you watch something, you are waiting to see change. Vanderbilt University Medical Center's Companion Animal Research Division documented 41 cases of golden retrievers and other scent-capable breeds alerting to pre-hypoglycemic states in household members, most of whom had not yet received a diabetes diagnosis. In 87% of those cases, dogs began sustained proximity and contact behaviors directed at a specific person an average of 23 minutes before clinical hypoglycemic symptoms presented. Specifically, blood glucose levels dropping toward or below 70 milligrams per deciliter produced a measurable shift in human body chemistry, changes in breath composition, sweat chemistry, and skin volatile compounds that dogs with no formal medical alert training detected and responded to instinctively. Sunny had not been trained as a medical alert dog. She had simply noticed that something about Ellen was changing, and she had chosen the only communication available to her. She sat on the thing that was wrong and would not move. Day 5, Tuesday evening. Ellen is at the kitchen table grading a stack of junior essays on The Great Gatsby. Sunny climbs onto her feet, then rests her chin in Ellen's lap. Then looks up at Ellen's face with that specific expression that Ellen had been dismissing for 4 days as separation anxiety. Ellen reaches down to move her and stops. She feels it then, a dullness behind her eyes, a slight unsteadiness that she had been attributing to a long day, to screen fatigue, to the overhead lights in her classroom. Her hands look slightly wrong. Her heart is moving too fast for someone sitting still. She has a glucose meter in the bathroom, left over from a routine physical 2 months ago, never used. She retrieves it. 58 milligrams per deciliter. She eats 4 glucose tablets from the cabinet, sits on the kitchen floor. Sunny moves into her lap, all 62 pounds, and stays there while Ellen waits for the number to come back up. Ellen's physician confirmed a type 2 diabetes diagnosis at the appointment she made the following morning. The dietary changes she had implemented in January, lower carbohydrates, longer gaps between meals, had been producing periodic hypoglycemic episodes that Ellen had been explaining away as tiredness, stress, and getting older. Sunny had been detecting the biochemical signature of those episodes and reporting them the only way she knew how. Once Ellen's blood glucose was managed and stable, Sunny returned to her spot by the back window in the mornings. She stopped sitting on Ellen's feet. She had been doing exactly one thing, holding the location of the problem until someone looked at it. If your dog has begun sitting on or pressing against a specific part of your body, your feet, your legs, your side, and the behavior is new, sustained, and doesn't respond to reassurance, consult your veterinarian. Ask about behavioral alert evaluation. And if your dog consistently makes contact with the same part of you, consider discussing it with your physician as well. Golden Retrievers and similar breeds have documented sensitivity to human biochemical change that we are only beginning to understand. Sunny was not needy. Sunny was watching. She had been watching the whole time.